We had a storm roll through here last night, and about 20 after 7 we received a page from our dispatch out of Prince Albert indicating that we had a mobile home or an RV that was on top of another with entrapment. So of course we responded to the incident to find that there was 4 mobile homes that are RVs that had flipped over with 2 occupants inside one of the RVs. So teams went to work at extracting those people out, and during that process we received the second tone for a gentleman trapped in an elevator at one of the local hotels due to the power failure. So we were dealing with the 2 incidents at the same time, and while that was going on we received another dispatch for a 3rd incident of power lines down along Highway 7 and 8th Street. So we responded, 3rd crew split off and responded to that, and during those incidents we had 2 more reports from citizens that had reported to the staff of power lines down on cars, etc. So we actually ended up with 5 incidents on a go at the same time, and the guys were able to work through them, and we were for about an hour and a half, and we had everything cleared up and situation under control. So
we talked a little bit about the RV that was on the other one. What was it like to get that woman out?
It wasn't too bad. I think she was fairly relieved when one of my staff opened the door and identified himself. She seemed to be relieved to know that somebody was there to help them out. So my understanding is, I just found this out about 15-20 minutes ago, the second person that was in there was her daughter, and she actually had climbed down inside to be with her mother during that. So then we had the 2 plus the dog to bring back out. So
have you seen anything like that?
Not quite to that magnitude. I've seen some storms go through with roofs and stuff off buildings over the years, but when the call come in with one RV on top of another, we weren't exactly sure what we were getting into, and then to show up and find that there's 4 of them and a few others that were damaged that these had rolled into. So it was a little bit different experience than what we've seen.
How was the cooperation with the RCMP in terms of splitting up to respond to some of these matters?
Everything worked well. RCMP were doing their part. SAS Power was involved, and everything went very well.
Have you heard of any injuries at all?
Haven't heard of any injuries as a result of the storm, no.
I understand Red Cross was involved. Do you know how many people Red Cross took in?
I have no idea. I know we did reach out to the people. Anyone that was needing assistance, we asked them to contact the local Red Cross, to set things up for them, to get them a place to stay for the night. Obviously there was lots of people that were put out. So
is it a fair assessment that the storm, like other wind and rain, heavy wind and rain storms, similar typical damage, but more so maybe than other storms?
Yeah, this one obviously there must have been some form of plow wind that would have started over by the town's regional landfill along 8th Street through the Prairie Winds area and across through into the Gulfview area. There's pretty much a line across there that had some fairly extensive damage, so a little bit different than what we've seen yet.
Were you called specifically, did you receive any calls from private property owners or businesses in the community, or were they pretty safe as far as you know?
We did receive some calls from local citizens that came directly to the guys on scene. That's why there was 3 dispatches through the 911 center, and then the rest were self-dispatches as the guys were helping out whoever needed assistance at that time. So.
And you had 5 calls in a short amount of time. How many crew members would that be? Did you have to deploy last night?
Our total deployment of people is 20. That's our entire staff. We had about 17 on scene, so we were running some of those rescue calls with 2 and 3 people. So.
What's these next couple of days going to look like?
The next few days for us, I hope, are quiet. As far as the community goes, they're going to be busy. There's lots of cleanup to be done. So I'm sure you've had a drive around the community and seen some of the damage.